Anybody come on na mma no bo se wuru chinketa. I say na ni boy ya de mma. Na ni boy amaka. Na ni boy ya dike echi. Na echi ada agwu. Ocho ai kwuri ocho akoya diriri. Ise. Ụmụnne ka gbapụ na ọzọ wetere ya bụ ozi aji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa. Ya bụ ozi bụ according to the Biafran activist wetere ya bụ ozi as he quote, breaking news, fear grip Fulani as Hope Uzodimma, Governor Mba of Enugu State, and all the Eastern leaders plans to meet with President Bola Tinubu over Nnamdi Kanu's freedom betrayed Satan of Sokoto Caliphate. Hear the news in details. Alright, kabapuni also with the one night with the Nobo Sigeta. According to the activists with the Yabos, Biko, don't in a kidney here before we leave. Diki Yegasia, if a Kabaro Kedia Defending. Over to you, sir.
Of the Igbos. Nobody ever dreamt that. But recently we understand that Hope Uzodimma was the guy, the man that invited this kind of pogrom into Igbo land with impunity. He has no fear doing that, because he was made a governor by his Fulani Janjaweeds friends, slave masters. They imposed him on Imo people and turned the whole entire Imo indigenes into Malu, Nama.
I told us in this platform that a day will come when Hope Uzodimma will come to beg. And now it's happening. Look at what happened yesterday after the Gabi, one of the Nnamdi Kanu lawyer. Look at what happened. You know, examine the witnesses, and at the end of the day, they were asked, "Did you see any illegality, as in terms of arms or weapons, in what you collected from Nnamdi Kanu when you arrested him in the airport?" That was 2015, because that was where they started. So they said no, and then he now asked again, those things you saw with him, is it a crime or is it an offense? They said no.
He even said, since Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa been arrested, or Nnamdi Kanu rather, have terrorism not still continue here in Nigeria?
You understand me?
Has the killing stopped?
So, and after this, when they said no, then he now asked, since you tag IPOB a terrorist and their leaders are being held captive, does he stop that act of terrorism in Nigeria, such as the killing of the farmers, the killing of the people both in Benue, both in Plateau, in Enugu State, in Abia State, in various places in Ebonyi State? Has it stopped? Even in Kogi, they are now heading in Kogi. You understand? Even the ones that they caught here in Lagos, in Kwara State, and in Borno, they said no. He said, then why did you tag these people? So everything yesterday, if you watch the court in the yesterday, no, everybody was all chanting. No, even the judge was like, oh God, no evidence. Why are we even still on this matter? Why did I keep this matter up to this? Now, I believe that that Hope Uzodimma has seen the light coming to shine at the end of the tunnel. That was why he decided to cry, to beg, and now join. He used the video of the media, to reach out to Mr. President, enlightening him that all the atrocities that have been going on in the south, in the whole southeast, Imo State to be precise, that the IPOB of whom he accused, they are not the ones that are behind the scene. I have told you, and I will still say it again, that he has not cried finish. He must mention the name of those that are behind all those atrocities, and the people that are killed, and that have been killing even up till now. They must be mentioned, and those people must be, come to book. They must bring them to book. They must question them. They must face the constitutional charges, law against what they have committed. You understand? So, and he himself that is crying like this, do you know what impression he was trying to create? He wanted to draw the love of the Igbos, his brothers, again to himself, because he knew that he have this, he have lost it. He have lost it in a high frequency. So they are not happy with him, Like this, you know. Do you know what impression he was trying to create? He want to draw the love of the Igbos, his brothers, again to himself, because he knew that he have this, he have lost it. He have lost it in a high frequency. So they are not happy with him. So, and remember, that was last year when the election was conducted in Imo State. I could remember November 11th, to be precise. And before that, he said they should keep Nnamdi Kanu until the election being conducted finish. And when they finished, he declared himself the winner, which nobody cast their votes to him. But he was declared the winner, and he continued. You understand? And he went ahead and instigated that Nnamdi Kanu must not be released. But now he's saying that he cannot do what is in this matter. He cannot, because the thing has gone beyond Nigeria, because it has become an international affair. And the man they are talking about is a man that is a very strong man. You cannot bend him. He knows his right and he knows what he stands for. So that's why he now come back and like, nah, Baba. There is an adage that used to say, that is exactly what I hope Jojo is trying to, the game is trying to play. Instead of him to lose after he have seen it that he's losing, let me find a means, a kind of to draw the mind of my people a little bit on my side. Let it not be that I did not want to send Nnamdi Kanu, and finally, if he finally be released, how will my people see me?
How my people see?
How will my people see me?
Okay, but if the Imo indigenes decide to sue him for the killings and Imo for in Imo State, do you think that they are wrong or right?
We are going to judge him. I'm going to quick where he post of them man on a cupboard. Nature. Kemechagodu. Emechaze anyagwe nyi onodo ogano na Igbo. That which is claiming he must go and meet them. Those Fulani, he must remain in Abuja. He must remain in Abuja. All this one that he is doing is none of our business. He must remain in Abuja, die in Abuja, buried in Abuja. His children generation must become an Abuja people. Fulani, he shall become, and he must remain. All this that he's doing doesn't have meaning to us, and that is where I rest my case.
It doesn't have meaning.
It doesn't have meaning. It means nothing to us.
But some will say he's serving in Abuja because he's the leader of the APC governor forum for the South. There,
is it the governor of Abuja or governor of Imo State?
But it's working closely with the president.
Excuse me. Don't say so. Is it the vice president? Is it the third man in the country? So why are you saying he's serving? Is it the only governor in the whole Nigeria? Let him go to Imo State, and what is chasing him? Other governors are in their state, but because of the atrocity which he has committed, that was what it was chasing him. He was running. Had it been that his ways are pure, his hope is Alex Oti not in Abia State. He's in Abia State doing the work which he's supposed to do, that they elected him for. Why is he running? Because he knows what he has committed. So, which he will later come back and face it. Yes, he must face it. Hope of them, and Nigeria will not judge you. We, the Biafrans, are the one that are going to judge you. I'm going to after all, Ombotosho James Ombotosho yesterday said, whatsoever a man sow, you understand, that shall he reap. He said, anything you do here on earth, you will do what? You will reap it. Only God knows where he will.
Unfavorable in the eyes of God.
Malami would have died. Malami wouldn't have lived up to this stage if he actually carried out his plan in the past at Nairobi airport. Malami would have breathed his last in 2021 when he actually planned it to kill Nnamdi Kanu. This allegation is not from the horse's mouth. This allegation, this statement is a true confession of Nigerian former Minister of Justice, whom we actually now must face international criminal crime. Courts, we must go there. Abubakar Malami has committed this abominable acts in 2021, sponsoring abduction of Nnamdi Kanu in Nairobi, Kenya airport. And today he's boasting that he regretted not killing or silencing Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Huh. Malami, I promise you, you would have gone down. You know what I mean? Gone down. You would have been going down silently. As you promised, Nnamdi would have been dying. Nnamdi would have died silently. Slowly. Look at you now, Kwaji. Chuko kabia memene, I can't see bag no. I can't see abana ginono, Malami. I can't see abana ginono. See, let me tell you. Easy said than done. Human being no be fowl, no be chicken, no goat. You can just carry jackknife, slaughter goat, and go scot-free. Malami, if actually he tried it in his life, by now, I don't think any of his kinsmen would be alive. We are Igbos.
But nobody would have known.
Listen, he said it. That was what he planned. But Akachuku there, it is God that stopped him from doing that. Yes. That's why he wouldn't have done it. But he said it, I thank God. It leaked. The whole world is watching. America is watching. Canada watches. German observes. Something. Statement from a former Attorney General who was not worth it. Courtesy, Canadian Chief Justice. He said Malami does not want it for allowing abduction of Nigerian citizens from Kenya airport into Nigeria. I wonder if this man what being a chief justice, just chief judge in a magistrate court, married to ordinary Agege magistrate court. Malami does not want it. He is a tribal bigot. He is a religious pig to have said that he would have killed Nnamdi Kanu. You just imagine. An innocent man. What about the kidnappers, the bandits, invited by Malami and his cohorts into Nigerian system? Simple because Jonathan wanted to win an election in 2015. What am I saying here? What do you think about Boko Haram, insurgents like Arua, that are invited into our system by Malami kinsmen in the northern region? They invited them and they're operating freely. Nobody out of them has been brought to the court of justice to actually answer to their various bloody crimes. Malami is talking to an innocent Igbo man. Malami does not understand himself. He has many queries to answer. And I want to tell you that Malami is not far away from insanity. Insanity has infested most of Nigeria politicians, especially in the north, whereby they all start behaving like PIG. Look at what a whole Attorney General of Federation is saying. That man is not saying enough. Malami Abubakar should wait for Nnamdi Kanu. Kanu is coming after all of them. We the Igbos, we must actually visit it to the last degree. ICC must actually question Nigerian politicians that are responsible for deaths of many Igbo youths on the compound, on the palace of Nnamdi Kanu's father. Youths that were disallowed on that compound were more than 38. Malami was aware of Operation Python Dance that actually sent many Igbo youths to their early graves under the watch of Abia State Governor Okezie Bazu. God is watching you. You all must go to ICC to answer to this crime of inhumanity of man against his fellow man. Such animosity and hostilities committed in 2017 is very, very strange to our society in Nigeria. Of course, I know that after the war,
finally, the names of the sponsors of Boko Haram and terrorists may come out anytime soon. And Nigerians have been waiting for that for a long time. That the names of the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria will become clear. I gave you a report. The UAE, they gave Muhammadu Buhari names of sponsors of Boko Haram. Till he died, Buhari refused to give us that name. The names of the sponsors of Boko Haram. Buhari refused to give Nigerians the name. But finally, at any time soon, the name will come out. Don't forget, Israeli military said they are coming to help Nigeria fight the war and to eliminate Boko Haram and ISIS. You can see that information right there on your screen. Israel had promised Nigeria to help them defeat terrorism. Murik said no, that Israel should not help Nigeria. Now, I'm giving this information now. But at any time soon, the names of the sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria may be made known. The names of the sponsors of terrorism at any time, they may reveal them. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. As you are watching, be liking and be sharing, and also drop your comments. Let me continue. Finally, the chicken had come home to roost. Don't forget, the USA, they have a pact with Israel any day, anytime. Israel and the USA, they are allies. Don't forget, US government with Saudi Arabia too, they also have a pact. Now I'm giving you information here. Saudi Arabia, they deported Sheikh Gumi from Saudi back to this country. I gave you one report how Sheikh Gumi was arrested as at 2010 in Saudi Arabia from my sources, Sahara reporters. Now they said he had collaboration with Abu Mutalab, who wanted to blow the American plane then. Israel, the USA, they have said no to terrorism in their own part. Enough is enough. We would never support terrorists. That's what the USA and all that Israel are saying. We will never support terrorism. So for the fact that they are coming here to help Nigeria fight the war against terrorism, supposed to be a welcome development. But no, Murik have kicked against it. And I will give you that report very soon. Even in the north, there is anger that why will Nigeria collaborate with Israel? Even in the north, there is anger that why would Nigeria collaborate with Israel? Now, I'm giving you this different information. Don't forget, Israel, they sent people to the southeastern part of Nigeria for a DNA test. It's been said that some Igbo said they are Jewish. So the Israeli, they sent people to Nigeria. But Buhari's government, they don't allow that to see the light of the day under Muhammadu Buhari. Now, the question is, I don't know what they are covering. I cannot speak for a fact. I mean, I don't know what they are covering, and I cannot tell you why Buhari's government always block any fact-finding missions, any people that are against terrorism, and any people that wants to make sure that there is light at the end of the tunnel in Nigeria. But that was Buhari's government. Buhari's government, you saw how the bandits became so powerful right here in Nigeria. Under Buhari, you saw it. Bandits had negotiator. Bandits were repenting. Yeah, repentant bandits. And some of them are said to be entering into Nigeria security architectures. Don't forget, when the Nigerian military went to the eastern part of Nigeria, he said Igbo life, he said Igbo land. The Nigerian military went to Igbo land and they were begging the Igbo youths, come and join the Nigerian military. they were begging the Igbo youth, please come and join Nigerian military. Now, let's leave that. How will a serious people who have been ravaged by insurgency, who have been ravaged by terrorism, and Israel offered to help you? I said no. That shows you how unserious these people are. I will always make that statement, but drop your comments if you know the person that made it. An attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North. As you are watching, just drop your comments. An attack against Boko Haram was an attack against the North. Drop your comments. You know who made that statement. And then you are asking why insurgency thrives as much. I've always maintained, if only Buhari's government use that same energy that they used on Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to this country, the same energy Sunday Igboho, he had to run to Benin. If only Buhari's government use that same energy on armed S-men, the Fulani military, the bandits and terrorists, by this time Nigeria will have been at peace. Now, over the weekend, the Nigerian government arrested 2 top terrorists, and I gave you that report. Nigerian government arrested two of them, 2 top terrorists here. And I said they must never be forgiven, and they must face the full wrath of the law. 2 weeks ago, bandit leader Bello Tongitu was begging for mercy, and he said, I am now ready to lay down my arms. I'm not fighting anymore against the federal government of Nigeria. But I said, Bello Tongi himself, he must die. The coercive power that the government has, they must use it on him. Bello Tongi must go down. He must never be granted amnesty. The Nigerian military must know that some of us are backing them for success against the war against insurgency. Some of us are backing the Nigerian military that they must win that war against insurgency in this country.
Ndị be anyị ngwadarụ niile nụ dịka unu si wee gee ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ebe akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Anyị chọrọ ịma ife unu chere n'ụdị nke unu gbasata maka ya bụ ife nwanne nwoke kọwagasị update o wetara anyị n'iru akwụkwọ ka efu nche gbasata maka ya bụ ife. Dropụrụ anyị ya n'akara comment na comment section ka anyị fụ alụ gị fụ ife iche. Ngwa ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.